So Character Mastery came out yesterday, technically 2 days ago when this video comes out. And I really honestly think that there's a lot of mistakes in Character Mastery on my stream on Twitch and also on YouTube. I talked about this a lot and I wanted to get my thoughts out there. So I cut up a video of that like 30-minute rant that I went on, and I left the basic keys to what I was saying. I do want to say something that I didn't include in the video that I didn't talk about on stream. The graphics, the new splits, the backgrounds, they're really cool. I think the artists did a really great job. I think the devs did a good job with that. With that said, Character Mastery has a lot of issues, and I'm going to go into it on this video. Wish there was a claim all button, but I think overall its value adds to the game. It technically adds value to the game. I can agree with that, GC, but I think it's not the value that they want. So to me, it feels like they're going to continue, or at least from the blog post, it feels like they're going to add more levels to Character Mastery, right? Why wouldn't you make it easier for cards to be mastered? Like, people would be excited about having some done. You don't have to have all of them done, but like if you split a card a ton of times, you should be rewarded more so than buying a variant. It's not Character Mastery, it's variant mastery. Can't make money off of that, bro, but they could. They still could. They couldn't make as much. This comes off as just another like sort of greedy feature. I personally think that this is a huge fuck up. Look at him. What an adorable guy. Rewarding you for the number of games played or wins per card. So that's what Character Mastery implies. That's also what they basically said would happen. However many boosters you get and stuff like that. Making it variants owned as the most weighted factor. That's not card mastery, that's variant mastery. I don't know, it's kind of in bad taste, especially at a time like this. You get 9 levels for owning 1 super rare. Yeah. Kind of is just albums, but for character. Right. And they have literal character albums. Like there's a Carnage album, there's a Venom album. Albums to me are fine. They weren't a hyped up feature of the game. Like the albums don't really reward you too much. They're cute. They're things that you can get done over time if you really want to. And they're not like a big feature of the game. It's just something that they added and they're like, oh, this is a nice little feature. And if you want to get involved, and it's a way for them to make money, but not like bang you over the fucking head with it, right? And mastery is like, you gotta have variants in order to do anything. So the whole thing is like, you're not mastering the character. You're not doing shit with the character. How can splits be worth such a small percentage of Character Mastery's path? And then like a bundle variant is worth like a ton. Like I just don't get it. You're driving away the free-to-play base after hyping this up for like 4 months. And also like people were hyped about this before when you originally put it on the thing and then canceled it and were like, we can't do it. People accepted that you weren't going to do it. Then you brought it back and we're like, actually we are doing Character Mastery and it's coming back in like 3 or 4 months. Then it's just, hey bro, do you have a lot of variants of this card? If so, you win because you get splits for free. I understand, but they're going to add more levels to this. From what the blog hinted at, obviously I don't know for sure, but what the blog hinted at was that this is just the beginning of Character Mastery. No regular normal human being is close to 30 on any cards, let alone multiple cards. They could have made it easier and more fair, and then people would have had more done. They like, say I've been playing since day one. I've spent thousands on this fucking game. Say I had like 15 to 20 that were completely mastered. These are the cards that I use all the time and I split like 1,000,000 times. I feel great. I come in and I'm like, hey dude, I'm up to 30 on like these cards. Well, now I want to work on like working on these cards instead. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and mince words. This is fucking stupid. This was a bad decision on their end. I'm sorry to say it. Like it takes a lot of fun out of what could have been something that people would like fight for and push for. And if people had like 10 to 15 fucking already mastered characters, well, in that situation, you're going to eventually add more levels. So then there could be people that don't care about character mastery in that case, and they're just playing the game and they're slowly gaining progress, Or there could be people having a goal and fighting for a goal and being like, hey man, like I really love Galactus. Okay. I have Galactus at 16. Hey man, I really like Galactus. I really want like this background on him. I'm going to push for level 25 or whatever. Like this could have been a really cool thing to get people hooked and like people pulled in again. And instead you get like barely any XP for leveling a card. And instead it's how many variants do you have of the card? Shang-Chi that I have 886 boosters for. I've split them 18 fucking times. 18 times 150. Okay, you do the fucking math. I'm not going to. That's nearly 3,000. That's actually, if you include the 800 that I have, that's over 3,000 boosters that I've gathered for Shang-Chi altogether. He's only at level 18 for me because I didn't buy certain variants. And I paid money for some of these variants, which gets you a bigger deal. I think the Peach Momoko was a paid bundle. Was Phoenix Force a paid bundle? I think the Phoenix Force was a paid bundle. Anyway, I paid that and whatever, and I split Shang-Chi 18 fucking times. I have split Jane Foster 0 fucking times. I don't even have the custom card unlocked. I only brought her up to the green border. She's at 18. She's at this same exact position as Shang-Chi. I barely ever play Jane Foster. It is unrewarding. I have 1,000 Jane Foster boosters right now. More than half of them came from like a bundle that I bought. They made this a variant fest instead of making it a you play our game fest. Like work hard, grind the cards. Then if more levels got added, the people that have a card up to 30 are all going to be like, hey, fucking 20 more levels have been added to character mastery. I love Shang-Chi. I love him and I want to be the first one to get to 50. Like in MLB, you can parallel cards up. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. It doesn't mean shit, to be honest, but it gives it like a cooler border around it. People literally day one fight to parallel up cards to the highest level day one so that they could get the number 1 on their card. They want the 1 out of 1, but then eventually it's like 1 out of 10,000. Like there's 20,000 people that reach this level and they have the number 1 there. Like I was the first one there. That's right. Or I was in the top 10 of people that did this. That would be a reason to play the game and people would be grinding it and they would have more people playing their game. There would be more excitement and more hype around it. I don't use Jane Foster. I never liked this card. I don't play negative decks. The only time I ever use Jane Foster is when I'm in the throes of like a Thor Beta Ray build deck because I enjoy playing those. And I haven't played those in like a year. That's the only time I use Jane Foster. I don't like negative decks. I don't play them. So I have not earned any of these boosters. I've probably earned about 150 to 200 of them, but I have 1,000 and they don't mean shit because if I split her, we're not even going up a level. I think you get 15 XP for splitting a card. And besides, the crazy part is, even though this is an obvious money grab and it doesn't help with the mechanics of the game and doesn't help with the game moving forward, it could have still been a money grab had they done it the way that I'm telling that, like that I'm saying. Because people would have paid money for credits to split cards because they want to master things faster. If you like fucking reversed it and instead of 15 XP per fucking split, you got like 100 or 150 or something like that. People would have spent fucking money on credits to MasterCard. They probably would have made more fucking money, to be honest, because there's going to be people that go like, oh, I want to master this whole deck, as opposed to like, oh, I want to buy every variant in the game for these 12 cards because I want to get it up to level 30. Nobody's thinking that. Nobody cares about doing this. This is now just another like random thing in the game that slowly over time, maybe you complete some here and there. And at best, that's what this feature is. At worst, it's a thing that hurts you in the game and like annoys you and makes things take longer. Because now every time you split a card, you got to go through the process of watching your mastery level increase as well. Then you gotta go and click through and say nice and all this shit. The split pool is insanely worse if you don't like any of those splits. If I had to live with a diluted pool of what the splits would look like and things like that, I would rather live with that than live with, oh, check it out, this is another feature about you buying variants. Opposed to like you could just be like working really hard and playing the game and grinding the game and having fun trying to like level your character mastery. I would be so much more into the game if that was the fucking case. Every time you gain boosters on a fucking card, you could get like, you know, a point of XP per booster or something like that. Except like if you collected it in the Conquest shop, you know, the ones you get from actual in-game boosters. I don't know. I think this is a colossal fuck up. And character mastery could have been super fucking cool. It would have made the money. It would have had more people playing the game. It's frustrating. It's frustrating that they hyped this feature up and they were talking about card mastery, and literally one of my like higher mastered cards is Jane Foster, who I don't even play. It doesn't feel satisfying. It feels like a kick in the face. How do I not have Shang-Chi completely finished? How is he at the same level as Jane Foster? I used Shang in every deck for 2 fucking years. This could have been something that really hooked people and brought people back into the game. So yeah, I wanted to get my thoughts out there about character mastery because I thought it was an important topic to talk about here, and I'm curious, what are your thoughts about character mastery? Please let me know in the comment section. I really want to hear it. Do you think that it's good? Am I overreacting? Do you think that I'm kind of spot on and this could have been something way better? And also, if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. It would mean a whole lot. I got a whole bunch of Marvel Snap content on here and other card game content. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you big time.